Well,
Thanks, Justin. So anyway, now that we're done talking about... Oh, you didn't start. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So the name of the album is Colosse, and it just came out.
It did.
A couple weeks ago.
Debuted at number 15 on the Billboard chart in opening week.
Oh, yeah?
Crazy shit.
Yeah. I mean, I know they have their fan base, you know. I really like the album. I know it's not really your cup of tea, per se, but I really enjoyed it. I feel like they come out with something different every year, and I feel like a lot of fans, they always complain because they're always saying, oh, it's not as good as the album before that. And I'm like, well, it's not the same as the album before that, you know.
That's what you say to all their fans.
That's what I say. Every single one of them.
They come in like, I'm looking for the new Meshuggah, and you're like, hey, it doesn't have to be the same. It is.
Yeah, I'll start the fight even if they agree with me the whole time.
He's not kidding. He really will.
Yeah. But the album, it's a little under an hour long altogether, and they do exactly what they are, just so good at. I think what I'm attracted to most about this group is the drumming. I mean, I'm a big fan of drums, and I just feel like
you are.
Yeah, and between that and I don't know, just the way that the bass and the guitar chords go with the drums, and they're chugging, and they're it's like really fast chugging, along with just this insane double bass pedaling. It just blows my mind. It's insane. I can't imagine somebody actually doing this with their feet, and so I think that's what really captivates me every time that I hear it. But I would say there are a couple of songs here and there that kind of sound similar. You might get bored of one or two, but overall, I mean, it's a solid album, and you could listen to it, front to back, no problem.
I have to tell you, I just want to clarify, I don't have a problem with Meshuggah. I don't, they're not my cup of tea, you're right, but I don't hate them. I don't, oh God, Meshuggah. I think what I hate is the flood of bands coming out now who are basically just trying to copy Meshuggah.
Oh, yeah,
that whole style of music they call djent.
Yeah.
Where everyone is just going, well, Meshuggah did it, so let me do it and try and do it exactly the same, and then I'll be as good as Meshuggah.
And call it something else.
Yeah, I don't need to hear that shit.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's why I just listen to Meshuggah.
That's it.
I thought it was weird, though. They had some interesting titles, or at least this one is of one of their songs was called "Breaking Those Bones Whose Sinews Gave It Motion."
Wow.
Is the name of the the song.
That is a long song.
Yeah, when I was typing that, I was like, really? Am I really typing this whole thing?
That's really what the song is called?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Imagine they were introduced on stage by somebody, and they're gonna play, and then they just go on this long paragraph of the name. But yeah, check it out. I like it.
Check it out. I like it.
I like it. You got another one here, right?
Got another one to talk about.
You did another one here by Pelican, right? The new Pelican?
The new Pelican comes out next week. It's called Ataraxia Taraxis.
I feel like they're pretty consistent with albums, aren't they?
They are. Now,
or at least lately.
This one in particular, the last full-length album was 2009. So it's almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But they ended up taking a break from touring because they were just touring endlessly, in support of the album. So they took a break, and they all live in different parts of the country. So basically, this album was written and recorded via email. Go into a studio, here's the guitar part, send it to this guy, you write a bass part, which I think worked out really well for them because they're typically kind of on the heavier end of post-metal, almost sludge, where it's really, really bass heavy. And this album, there's some keys in there, a lot of acoustic guitar.
I like keys.
A lot of acoustic guitar. It just seems so strange for a band that's so known for their this sonic wall of death.
Yeah. To
do things that are just so melodic.
They wanted to try the grandpa's guitars.
These grandpa's guitars. Yep. I mean, it's really amazing, especially the flow of the 4 songs is great, and the longest song is just over 5 minutes, which again is not like them. Usually, you're talking the 6-7 minute range, which for an instrumental band can become a problem.
Right.
In the past, I remember trying to review one of their albums, and how do you describe the same thing for 10 minutes? It's tough. Mm. This one doesn't have that problem. The songs are shorter. There's good change-ups between the sound from one song to the next. They flow so nicely. One song is really heavy, the next song is slightly less heavy, and then you get all the way down the last track, is just acoustics for the most part. It almost sounds like something they could have done like MTV Unplugged Pelican.
Right.
And I just think that's amazing. It's definitely a great step for them, and after having some time off, I think this will be good. When they come back for a full length, it'll be great.
Interesting.
Now you got one more you wanted to mention, and then we'll be pretty much caught up here. This band, I believe are they from China?
Yeah.
A band called Screaming Savior.
Yeah, they're from Shanghai, China.
Oh.
And the album is called Infinity.
Infinity, okay. Is that a Chinese word?
Sure. Can be. What caught my eye was the cover. It's basically a picture of like space and the universe.
Ooh.
And you know me, I love me some universe.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't know what category to put these guys in. They're really like, I guess, a extreme metal group. They have everything from, black metal. The vocals are really like wretched black metal screaming, which I really like in it though. The delivery is awesome, and you're just picturing these Chinese guys. It's coming from, and it's like it's very different, and but the music it's amazing. I mean, first of all, the drumming. I have to touch on the drumming. The double bass pedaling was just again insane, and keeps the whole thing together. While they had a lot of different types of orchestrated strings come in, which reminded me of Dimmu Borgir. So this was like
I say it like it's a first name, last name. You're our friend Dimmu Borgir.
Mr. Borgir, and so basically, I'm picturing like it's the Chinese version. Basically, half the album is this like symphonic black metal, and then towards the end, the last like 3 tracks, they actually add some folk like sounds to it. There's some sort of like acoustic guitar that's in some of them, and it doesn't sound like a regular acoustic guitar though. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like it might have been some sort of special instrument that
a mandolin or something
they used. Yeah. Again, it could have been a keyboard.
The best part of this is that you're talking about a Chinese band and you're stroking your chin like you have a long Chinese beard. Like you're confused. Like, it might have been an acoustic guitar. It might not have been.
Oh, preach.
Oh, shit.
But it just surprised me that at the end of the album it really changed up. I think it was Ode to the Expedition. That was the name of one of the last songs, and Curse of Dreamland was the other song. Those two right there, very folky, or had some folk melodies, and still they have the black picture. It's basically that with black metal screaming and whatnot. So it was pretty cool. But this is definitely now front to back, no doubt about it. I'll listen to it over and over again. It's that damn good. You hear me?
It's that damn good. It's that damn good.
That damn good. I gave it a 9.
We've had a lot of really albums recently that are that damn good.
Yeah.
And they just seem to get better and better all the time.
Yeah, keep in mind, guys, that we're just trying to catch you guys up with just some of the highlighted reviews that we've done. There have been a couple others that, we're not mentioning here today, but maybe...
And not because they're bad.
No.
But just these are the ones that we decided we had to talk about.
Yeah, and we're busy guys. We have a schedule,
Yeah, full-time jobs.
Yeah, we can't talk to you guys about every single thing.
Oh, jeez, yeah. You guys are so high maintenance. I swear. We want to do stuff.
So that's pretty much it, right? That we want to touch on.
We're pretty much caught up.
One thing I did want to mention, just really short, for those of you who are Accept fans. I think you should definitely check out the new album when it comes out. Stalingrad is the name of it. It's not officially released yet, but I've listened to it, and it's pretty fucking good. And I don't listen to Accept. I don't really know Accept that well.
Now you actually have me kind of curious, so I'm going to have to sit down and take a listen.
I feel like I'm going to have to go back now and really listen to a lot of their older stuff, just to see how they've changed.
Now, I remember when their last album came out, Blood of the Nations, that did very well, critically.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people loved it, so I think we might have just been missing out.
Do you own any of their stuff, do you know?
I don't.
No?
I do not.
I might buy this one when it comes out.
Couple things to mention, by the way, before we sign off the radio here.
Mm-hmm.
Brendon Small's Galaktikon.
Finally heard something from them, huh?
2 tracks. You can find them both on the Facebook page for the project. He had exclusive, releases with 2 different websites, Squid something and something something. Mm-hmm. 2 songs. One of them is called Danger Tits. Yes, I did in fact say Danger Tits.
I'm gonna add a reverb to that title that you just said.
So that one, is a pretty good instrumental. Really great guitar work, which obviously we all know Brendon Small is an amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
But the one you really need to listen to is a song called On My Way, which, again, posted on his Facebook about a week ago. Pretty amazing. The music sounds like Death Clock, but with clean vocals. Not quite power metal. And, he's painted this out. He basically said this is supposed to be a musical comic book. That you're supposed to kind of listen to this, like, over-the-top story.
Right.
I'm not going to argue with him, but this is some pretty serious, good metal.
I'm excited. I haven't listened to him yet. I haven't even got to listen to the 2 tracks that you're talking about.
Oh, I just listened to him today, which is, I don't know how I missed it. But he said that the album comes out on the 24th of April, so less than 3 weeks away.
That's awesome.
Season 4 of Metalocalypse premieres the following Sunday, the 29th, at 12:15, just past midnight, on Adult Swim, as usual. So, looking forward to that, and they're going to start taking pre-orders this coming week for Galaktikon, so everybody needs to keep an eye on that, because I think it's going to be pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Come on, it's called Danger Tits, for the love of God.
One last thing that I want to mention, Darrell.
You talking to me?
Yes.
Oh.
Before we go here, we just would like to announce our Band of the Month. And usually it's you, saying, we have a new Band of the Month. Justin, what's the Band of the Month? That's you talking.
Wait a second.
So this time, I'm going to have you decide. Darrell, what's our Band of the Month for April?
I don't care about the Band of the Month. I only care about guitar.
No.
I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me something else.
We're still recording. Yeah.
The Band of the Month this month we decided was going to be Diabolus and Musica. Their new album, The Wanderer, just kind of blew everyone away.
Yeah.
And, everyone here in the office was just really impressed by it, so we decided to go with that one. Mm-hmm. Have a little post up for them. Check out the Band of the Month page for a link to the review I did and some mentions of them around the interwebs.
Yep, we'll have that all up.
Yep, that's I think a good choice. We could have very easily, I think you guys, underestimate how tough it is to pick a Band of the Month every month. A couple times it was easy. Appalachian Winter the one time was easy.
Yeah.
Mastodon, of course, was easy, but with this, it's tough because it very well could have been the Massacre Cave, or it could have been
Borknagar,
or it could have been Sunpocrisy, or it could have been any of the bands we just got done talking about.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
Yeah, it was a lot of new stuff right in this area, right around this time right now.
Yep, but I think that Diabolus and Musica has definitely staked their claim as one of the preeminent female-fronted metal bands around.
I think it's going to get harder too going into May. I just feel like, April, May, June, like that's a big time right now for a lot of bands, a lot of major bands to be releasing stuff, and then of course in the fall. So spring and fall, I feel like those months are going to be really tough to pick one single, band of the month.
That's right. And come
we're
next
gonna start
week
doing 5 bands of the month.
And it's funny because yes, the album release schedule is starting to pick up, but also we actually have a show. I'm going to see Opeth and Mastodon this week.
Who?
No, you're not going.
Mastopeth?
Mastopeth? Pestodon? Pestodon. So, maybe things will heat up on the show schedule.
Dude, I am excited. Oh, you said I'm not going.
Well,
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, be excited for me. I'm taking
whatever bum outside of the street you find.
Yep. Wouldn't be the first time we wasted a ticket. Yeah. So anyway, that's about it for this week. Next week we return. We'll talk about some female-fronted metal bands. And talk about some more shit and do some shit and take a shit and drop a deuce.
For those of you who can't see, I am actually Faith Hilling right now.
Oh, Long Johnson.